There are things that were clearly made not for me, yet I'll try to adapt and use them every time. I don't understand why tablets are better than a simple button phone, yet I use them with different levels of success. I don't understand why people like Rasolnik, and I will murder every single bastard that eats it. And I also don't understand why people like the Trapped in Another World trope, yet I'll ramble and continue to watch it. In case you don't know, the Trapped in Another World trope is when a bunch of people go into a parallel world of your wildest imagination and using their unmatched skills in mechanical engineering, physics, chemistry, weapons, and any other shit granted to them by the furiously masturbating author, starts to make themselves the kings of it, ignoring the fact that your average earthling knows so much about the things he used that he'll might as well believe that they're created and powered by magic. My beef with this whole subgenre is that most of the time there's nothing in it but gushing on some idea, a time period, or just plain mindless trend copying. In Japan, this madness started after Sword Art Online bombed, and 1,000 other works tried to leech on its popularity in various levels of success. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Guess they like them MMOs. Yet I fail to see how any WoW player with at least a bit of dignity will watch this heresy and not kill himself or at the very least creators of this fuckery. And after hearing this, you'll probably think that I didn't like Grimgar. Yeah, but not because of that. I'll explain. Though Grimgar is your typical Trapped in Another World anime, it removes things that irritate me the most in this genre. The heroes are born from a tower with limited memory about themselves or where they came from. They remember their names, they remember their skills, and they know they're not local. Yet they don't remember anything about their previous world. They don't even know the meaning of many words they use, saying them more out of habit than necessity. And that's a good thing, removes the god syndrome these works typically fall into. Also, I should mention that bearing a few peculiarities with graphics, like some of the lines aren't animated, and intrusive music that is in every fucking episode like they try to stick to the timeline, the anime style is decent enough. So what's the problem then? The problem is that authors didn't quite get the point of the whole genre. People like to see this shit because they like to see how a simple doofus goes to another world and wrecks shit. Here, for almost 75% of the whole thing, they continue to act dumb. Cry and whine and bitch about everything, starting to actively act against their enemies only in the last few episodes. And I wouldn't mind that. Only these enemies aren't exactly start as an active threat to them either. Essentially, I can sum up the whole anime like this. A bunch of children with partial amnesia get transported fuck knows where, fuck knows why, and then some fuck literally tells them, "You're in the army now, bitches!" and sends them to kill goblins. Why goblins? Fuck if I know, but they must be killed. Seems that the local Middle-earth army just regularly summons all these poor fucks from other dimensions, brainwashes them, and then sends them to their death against an enemy whose only sin is that they dare to protect themselves against white menace. Which is a little hypocritical, don't you think? Anyways, if you like this trope, don't watch Grimgar, or you'll find nothing that you like here. But if you like to see how a bunch of school children would act in a hostile fantasy world, then this anime is for you. Oh, and about hypocrisy. This is Quiet from Metal Gear. This is Rogue Trainer from Grimgar. And this is Clementine. Yet most of you bitched only about the first one, even though it's the same anime as the rest. And if you don't believe that Metal Gear Solid is an anime, then you clearly haven't played the games and I sincerely pity you.